Thanks for listening to our daily devotional. The devotional today is titled, Live Like You Know It. In our reading yesterday in Micah 5:2, we read, But thou, Bethlehem Ephratah, though thou be little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of thee shall he come forth unto me that is to be ruler in Israel, whose going forth have been from old, from everlasting. We understand as we go into the New Testament that this is a prophecy given 700 years, more than 700 years before the birth of Christ. In Matthew, the second chapter, and verse 1 through 6, whenever Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came forth wise men from the east to Jerusalem, saying, Where is he that's born King of the Jews? We've seen a star in the east, and are come to worship him. When Herod the king heard these things, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. And when he had gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together, he demanded of them where Christ should be born. They said unto him, In Bethlehem of Judea. For thus it is written by the prophet, Thou Bethlehem in the land of Judah art not in the least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people of Israel. Each time I read that, I am strengthened in my resolve to be who I ought to be, to stand with Christ, for Christ, upon this earth. We know that if we follow Christ, that we will suffer persecution according to 2 Timothy 3 and verse 12. But we know too that we have the ability to stand, and it's based upon a faith that is substance. Sadly, so many people look at Christianity as a leap of faith, but nothing's further from the truth. This is just one of well over 300 prophecies, specific prophecies fulfilled in Jesus Christ. Many other prophecies are found in God's Word that again attest to the inspiration of that Word which we study, which we know. We read about these prophecies and we have that assurance to be who we ought to be, with who we ought to be, and that is with Christ. I always marvel whenever I read about the Apostle Paul. In 2 Timothy 1 and verse 12, he said that he had suffered many things. He said, Nevertheless, I'm not ashamed. Why? For I know whom I believed, and I am persuaded he's able to keep that which I've committed unto him against that day. You know what? We know it too if we want. We study, we look to the scriptures, we find the fulfillment of prophecy, we find the things written about Jesus Christ, and we know who we're following. The fact is, as we study God's Word, we learn that Jesus is. He was prophesied, He came, He lived, He died, He rose again. He now is at the right hand of the Father, and He will come again. And you know what? As we study, we learn those things. Let's live like we know it. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Thank you again for joining us in this Bible study. We remind you, if you'd like to follow along in our daily Bible reading, the link below in the description of this video will give you the PDF so you can read right along with us. If you have any other questions or if you'd like information on a Bible study, contact us with the information provided on the screen before you.